Only a few tight ends have truly revolutionized the game, but Rob Gronkowski and Travis Kelce stand above the rest. These two redefined the position, turning tight ends into elite offensive weapons while shattering records along the way. But when two legends share an era, the debate is inevitable. Who's the greatest tight end of all time? Let's settle this. Kelce's legacy is built on precision, fluid route running, the agility of a wide receiver, and the mind of a quarterback. He's a legend, slicing through defenses with elite timing and IQ, making him one of the most dangerous pass catchers in NFL history. Gronk, on the other hand, was a wrecking ball, an unstoppable force who combined elite blocking with sheer physical dominance. He didn't barely beat defenders, he crushed them. Their careers took different paths to greatness, but when it comes to the tight end throne, only one can wear it. For now, get ready because this debate isn't your regular barbershop talk. It's a battle for the tight end throne. Technically speaking, both players have transformed the entire position through their dominant play. The tight end position had no expectation of dual dominion between blocking and receiving abilities until Gronk entered the league. The NFL world lacked tight end performers who challenged wide receiver statistics before Kelce entered the league. So it isn't easy to decide on the greatest tight end of all time. But we'll go through each detail of their individual careers to decide who really had the better career. The analysis goes beyond statistical measurement, yet statistics will serve as significant components. So let's start from there. Impact and dominance, joined with versatility and leaving a legacy, will be a core step to this evaluation. Who was the most feared? Who was the most complete, benefiting their team in multiple ways? Defensive players dreaded their presence because they knew they would secure the score no matter what they tried. Gronk was a natural force, combining raw power with elite football IQ. The legendary bond between Brady and Gronkowski, combined with his game-changing abilities during crucial moments, made him a player like no other. You needed a key third down, Gronk was your man. A touchdown in the red zone, any pass into the air resulted in a Gronk catch because he was already on his way to the ball. A bit awkward. Tight ends have always been blockers, but Gronk was elite at it. When he played, Gronk displayed dual threat skills that worked as both blocker and receiver, thus creating a player who lacked any weaknesses during games. Now, talking about Kelce, he is a surgical technician in his career field. Kelce's defensive vulnerability is non-existent because he possesses unmatched skills to locate open areas in defenses and evade opponents for maximum yard after catch production. Patrick Mahomes developed a chemistry with Kelce that equaled the Brady-Gronk duo, while his ability to stretch plays made the Kansas City Chiefs a modern NFL dynasty. The real question is about who will claim the highest position after the game concludes. NFL defenses in the 2010s faced Gronkowski as their most fearful opponent at tight end. At 6 feet 6 inches and 265 pounds, Gronk appeared as a receiver, but he served as a powerful offensive weapon on the field. Gronk wasn't just a nightmare because of his size. His incomparable combination of power, athletic talent, and skill made him nearly impossible to stop, but few, if any, dominated in both areas at an elite level like he did. But Gronk would take out a defensive end with a dominant block, then burst past a safety for a 40-yard touchdown, showcasing his rare combinations of power and athleticism. Gronk was not your average player, never meant to be an average player because he operated as an offensive cheat code who created such mismatches that defensive coordinators were forced to redesign their entire strategy. During his second NFL season, Gronk shattered tight end historical records with 90 catches, 1,327 yards, and 17 touchdowns, which were totally unimaginable totals for that position ever before. Defenses had no answer, defensive coordinators found no solution to Gronk as he would outrun any linebacker assigned to cover him. No opponent could stop him because Gronk was bigger than them, and he ran faster and possessed more strength than they could handle alone. During the playoffs, Gronk proved even more dominant than he had been during the regular season. Gronk achieved historic status in the NFL. Gronk holds 15 career postseason touchdowns, demonstrating his exceptional performance in high-pressure situations. His game performance increased even more as the competition level rose. His outstanding performances directly led to team victories. The Patriots' offense reached unprecedented heights when Gronk played. Well, that was because of the trophies his presence won for the team. Through 4 Super Bowl victories, stats, he produced some of the most memorable postseason performances ever recorded in the NFL. Gronk left an undeniable mark on historic moments in the NFL through his strong showing against the Seahawks in Super Bowl 49 and his crucial catch to help seal Super Bowl 53. Through his aggressive playing method, Gronk suffered numerous injuries throughout his professional career. He suffered multiple times from back surgeries combined with knee injuries and a broken forearm. But you know why he's legendary? Because his numerous injuries failed to stop Gronkowski from returning better than before and reaffirming his status as the strongest tight end ever to grace the position. Gronk was a wrecking ball. Kelce is a surgeon. Power versus precision. Kelce stands out as more than just an exceptional tight end, since he demonstrates route running excellence that enables him to move like a slot receiver, but maintain his tight end size too. Covering him is a legit nightmare. An out route from Kelce will result in broken ankles for his opponents. Try using a safety, he overpowers them to gain possession of the ball. Put a corner on him, he'll just out jump them. Kelce always manages to get open despite any defensive approach the opponents use. And when he gets the ball, forget about tackling him immediately. Kelce shows excellence both in catching and earning extra yards. Kelce stands out as one of the top tight ends who turns short receptions into significant offensive gains because of his exceptional agility and vision combined with his relentless physicality. The offensive dominance of the Kansas City Chiefs stems from the remarkable connection between Kelce and Patrick Mahomes. The combination of Kelce with Mahomes' improvisational skills has allowed him to succeed at tight end in the same way Gronk did with Brady's precise passing. Kelce shows natural intuition about his routes when Mahomes chooses to scramble. Through their connection, Kansas City has secured 3 Super Bowl championships as well as numerous impressive offensive highlights. Statistically, Kelce's numbers are staggering. Kelce has accumulated more than Gronkowski in terms of total career production through his 1,004 receptions and 12,151 receiving yards. Kelce has transformed tight end possibilities through his exceptional performance, which matches the production levels of elite wide receivers. And in the playoffs, he's been unreal. His 25-game postseason performance includes 178 receptions for 2,078 yards and 20 touchdowns, which matches his legendary regular season achievements. Throughout his career, he has consistently emerged as the first choice in crucial situations to demonstrate his role as a winner beyond statistical achievements. So, who takes the crown? The NFL witnessed the most powerful tight end blocking and receiving combination through Gronk, which turned him into an unstoppable force for defenses. His achievements included 4 Super Bowl victories, along with higher touchdown scoring efficiency in fewer game appearances, and the title of the most dominant tight end in postseason history. Travis Kelce isn't just a great tight end, he's a game breaker, a matchup nightmare that modern defenses still haven't figured out. What sets Kelce apart is his ability to run routes like a true wide receiver, something few, if any, tight ends in history have ever mastered to this degree. His footwork is crisp, his cuts are precise, and his understanding of defensive coverages is on par with the best receivers in the game. While most tight ends rely on size and physicality to get open, Kelce creates separation with elite route running, using head fakes, body control, and sudden acceleration to leave defenders in the dust. He doesn't just exploit linebackers, he embarrasses cornerbacks, a feat that should be nearly impossible for a player of his size. Defensive coordinators have thrown everything at him, double teams, bracket coverage, even pressing him at the line, but Kelce has an answer for it all. His ability to find soft spots in zone coverage and break away from man-to-man defense makes him more than just a security blanket for Patrick Mahomes. He's the engine that keeps the Chiefs' passing attack lethal. In an era where speed and finesse define the passing game, Kelce's dominance isn't just rare, it's revolutionary. Rob Gronkowski and Travis Kelce have completely reshaped what it means to be a tight end in the NFL, each carving out dominance in their own way and leaving a lasting legacy. When it comes to sheer numbers, Kelce leads the charge in receptions and yardage, hauling in 1,004 catches for 12,151 yards and 77 touchdowns across 175 regular season games. His playoff stats? Just as mind-blowing: 178 catches, 2,078 yards, and 20 touchdowns in 25 games. On the other side, Gronk did more with less time. In just 143 regular season games, he pulled down 621 receptions for 9,286 yards, averaging a ridiculous 15 yards per catch, and found the end zone 92 times. In the postseason, he racked up 98 catches, 1,389 yards, and 15 touchdowns in 22 games. But football isn't just a numbers game, it's about impact, and no tight end ever left a bigger mark than Gronk. He wasn't just a dominant receiver, he was a wrecking ball. His rare mix of elite blocking, brute strength, and game-changing receiving skills made him the ultimate offensive weapon. Gronk didn't just play tight end, he revolutionized it. Kelce continues his professional football journey without any indications of slowing down. The debate gets even more interesting because of this particular aspect. With his current achievements, he would be a first ballot Hall of Fame enshrinee and a top player in NFL history. What would happen if he continued building his professional accomplishments? The tight end position could see its performance boundaries extended by Travis Kelce if he maintains his current defensive destruction throughout several more seasons. At this moment, Gronk is the GOAT, but Kelce's story isn't fully written yet. If he were to retire today, Gronk would still hold the crown as the greatest tight end ever, but if Kelce keeps playing and adding to his legacy, he has a real chance to take the title. His dominance, versatility, and championship pedigree have already cemented him as one of the best to ever do it. Greatness isn't just about what's been accomplished, it's about the legacy left behind. Whether he continues rewriting history on the field or cements his place from the sidelines, Kelce's impact on the tight end position will be felt for generations. The debate remains open, and time will ultimately shape the final verdict. But this isn't the only NFL history you need to see. Check out the top 10 Super Bowl comebacks in NFL history.